So first of all we have the Bayonet. Now I think that the pull-out animation is amazing. I also think that because it has a pretty big blade, finishes look really good on it. So in my opinion, it's really good. I think that the only thing that I can say about it that isn't very good is the inspect animation, as it's just the basic animation that you get with like default knives, so A tier. Now we have the Bowie knife. I like this knife a lot. The pull-out animation is amazing, the pull-out sound is amazing, and the inspect animation is completely badass. I love it. You know, a lot of people hate the Bowie because the blade is too big for them. I don't think that it's too big. I really don't mind having a sword like that. So in my opinion, it deserves to go into A tier, but it's definitely behind the Bayonet because yes, the Bowie knife has a much better inspect animation and I think that a better sound, but the Bayonet is just so like iconic. I don't know, something about it. Now we have the butterfly knife. I'm just gonna throw it in S tier. Now we have the classic knife. Now this is an interesting knife. I actually really like the pull-out animation and I like that it has an idle animation. No other knife has an idle animation, but this one does, which makes it kind of special. I don't like these little things that are at the edge of the knife. It's a B tier knife. Falchion knife, really clean animations. Like I really like the animations, pull out, inspect. And when it comes to the inspect animation, you have two animations. One of them he balances it on his palm, and in the other one he sort of flips it around. And both of these animations are really cool. And you know, I really like the one where he like balances it on his palm because it like fills up half of your screen, so everyone will see it and it just looks kind of badass. So overall pretty nice, but if I have to rate it visually, just how it looks on its own, I don't really like the looks of this knife, you know. It's sort of the knife that you use for bread when you are outdoor hiking or something, you know. It's not really a badass knife when it comes to looks. So yeah, animation's great, but looks not so much. In my opinion, it's a B tier knife, and I am gonna put it higher than the classic knife personally. Next we have the flip knife. This is a really clean knife, and compared to the Falchion knife, it actually looks really good just on its own. The animations are also decent. I wouldn't call them insanely good, especially the inspect animation. That's not very good, but yeah, it's a decent knife. It's very clean. I like it a lot. In my opinion, it deserves to be B tier, and I am going to put it under the Falchion knife just because of the animation, but I really like the knife. Next we have the gut knife. This knife doesn't receive like a ton of hate, but it is slightly controversial, you know. People have really different opinions on it. Some people say that it's based, some people say that it's trash. In my opinion, it has a decent pull-out animation. Inspect animation, nothing special, it's just the basic one. It doesn't have any sound or anything. So yeah, overall, the gut knife deserves to go in D tier. Next we have the Huntsman knife. It has the same pull-out animation as the gut knife, and overall when it comes to looks, I don't really like it. I feel like it's trying too hard. It's personally just not really my type of knife, but I understand why some people might like it. Like when it comes to the animations and stuff, it's not really special at all, so it's a C tier knife. Next we have the Karambit, and now we have the M9, which is a legendary knife. It's very similar to the Bayonet, but it has a faster pull-out animation. And of course it looks a bit different, it's a bit more chunky, it's a bit more manly, and I think that it deserves to go in A tier and that it's better than just the Bayonet. Next we have the Navaja. This is a very controversial knife. Many people hate it. I'd say 99.9% of people hate it, but I actually personally think that this knife has a lot of personality to it. It's completely different from all the other knives, and the pull-out animation is really crazy. Like it really like fills up the screen, you know. I like it. It's not the best knife. It's sad that it doesn't have like inspect animation. That would be interesting, but yeah, overall it gets a lot of hate and I don't really understand why. I think that it's a pretty cool knife. You know, if you have this as your first knife, I really respect it, and I think that it's a decent option. It's B tier, right behind the classic knife. Next we have this D tier Paracord. I like the rope. around the handle. A lot of people hate it. I actually quite like it. The blade doesn't look too bad, but it's similar to the Huntsman. I feel like it's like trying too hard. I don't know how to explain it. You know, if there weren't the holes on the blade, I would like it, but because they are there, it's just a little too much. I don't know, I like cleaner knives a bit more. Mostly, I don't like the animations. Like the rare pull-out animation is really good, but if you don't get the rare pull-out animation, it's trash. So I'm gonna put it in C tier above the Huntsman knife. Next you have the Shadow Daggers. These get a lot of hate, but in my opinion they are amazing. The pull-out animation is... it's so good. The sound, everything, and the inspect, the same. The sound design, the way you flip them in the hand, it's so good. I don't know, I feel like the Shadow Daggers don't deserve that much hate, and so the butt plugs for me are probably belong right here in A tier, slightly above the Bowie knife, but I wouldn't call them better than a Bayonet, of course. Now we have a skeleton knife. Now this is an interesting one. I like it when it comes to looks. I like the rare inspect animation, but when it comes to the pull-out animation, it's kind of weird. I don't know, it's just not my type, and it doesn't even have like a satisfying sound. So yeah, not really my favorite knife. So for me, I have to put it in at the top of B tier. It's just, for me, it's not an A tier knife simply because of the animations. They could have been so much better. Next we have the Stiletto. In my opinion, the cleanest knife in game. I love it. I would rather have it than like a Karambit. I don't know, I just really like it. I think it's the cleanest knife. It has great sound, it has a great inspect animation. You sort of flip it in your hand and you have a pretty nice sound effect to it. It's definitely S tier, and for me personally, I would place it higher than the Karambit. That's just my personal opinion, but probably not higher than the Butterfly. Then we have this, D tier. Then we have the Talon. Now this is an interesting one. I'm not the biggest fan of the handle. I like the animations a lot, and I like the finishes on it and stuff, but the handle, I don't know. I don't like the way it looks, you know. It's not really my type, but the animations are so good that it is definitely an A tier knife, and it definitely deserves to be, I'd say, right here. Next we have this. For me, it's just D tier. I'm sorry. All of these knives, they are just not my type. I do not like them. The animations are lacking for me. If you are wondering why all of these knives are in D tier, it's just the animations. Next we have the Kukri knife, which is still a fairly new knife, you know, it's the newest one. And I think that this knife is freaking amazing. The animations are top notch. I think that it has, honestly, again, one of the best animations out of all the knives. The inspect is also great. The sound design is amazing. Now when it comes to looks, it's a bit of a weird knife, you know, let's be honest. Not every knife looks like this. It's an interesting look. Some people will hate it, some people will love it. I don't really love it, but I don't hate it. And simply because of the animations, I think that it's amazing. So for me, it's an A tier knife, honestly. It might be controversial, but for me, it's A tier.